Hey, it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. Hope you're having a terrific day wherever you are in the world today. This short video today is all about the question of Leadpages versus Clickfunnels. Which is the best? Now, look, all of this is subjective. It really depends on who you are, what you're doing, what your business is all about, how long you've been in business, and what your needs are. And obviously, that varies according to the person, the business. From person to person, it'll change. But I'll give you my experience with both of these platforms. And I'm going to preempt it quickly as well with saying that I've never normally, historically anyway, been a fan of having everything in one place. And the reason I say that is because generally you find that if you have an autoresponder company that suddenly decides they're going to start doing Leadpages and they're going to start doing payment systems and everything else, something generally suffers. You normally find that their one core product is good and the rest are just okay. And sometimes it's always better to, that didn't add up, but sometimes it's better for you to consider looking at separates, even though there's a lot of fuffing about with having to get things to talk to each other, and there is the potential for things to break down a little bit more because you've got more control, and more importantly because every tool that you pick within your framework, within your business framework and your marketing toolkit is actually going to be your favorite version of whatever that tool is, and it will serve your needs and purposes about as closely as you possibly can get to perfect. Okay, there is no perfect, but generally when we're looking at software, we're looking for the closest match to, something that encompasses nearly all of what we want, the most important things anyway. So I've rabbited on a bit. I had to get that bit out because I do think that's important. There are one or two caveats, and I'll tell you about that at the end. But essentially, I've been with Leadpages for more years than I care to remember now, really not long after their inception. Seen the company grow, etc. But what I like about them, they've got involved with Drip, which is an autoresponder, and got that all integrated. But the thing is with Leadpages, they didn't actually build that themselves. That was something that was kind of like a buyout, if you like, and they brought it into the Leadpages brand or company, and it runs as Drip. But they didn't start off Drip by going, do you know what, let's build an autoresponder system. What they did was they took one that was already brilliant, and then they built on top of that and modified it as and when it needed to be modified. Now, to come back to Leadpages, what they're still doing with Leadpages in the majority of instances, they got the two little add-ons, but they're still focusing on delivering the best Leadpages they possibly can with the best conversion rates, etc., etc. You can still build funnels, although they don't advertise that it's a funnel builder in the same way that they do with Clickfunnels. But what I will say about Leadpages is that the integration's unbelievable. It pretty much integrates with everything you could ever possibly want to work with. And it is robust. It actually does what it says on the tin. It works. It works. And that's the very best thing of all, because there's nothing worse than building out an entire marketing system to find that one part of it falls down because it's not really built in a robust and reliable way. So I give Leadpages an absolute double thumbs up. I still rely on them heavily, and I probably always will, because when the chips are down, you will always fall back on the tools that you can rely on that won't let you down. And that, for me, one of those tools is Leadpages. Now let's move on to Clickfunnels. I've had about 3 or 4 different trials with Clickfunnels. I really tried to make it work. Now, I know that for a lot of marketers out there, they love Clickfunnels. A lot of people that run done-for-you marketing agencies that want to build funnels out for their clients swear by Clickfunnels because they believe it's the easiest way to do things. Now, a few things that I want to bring up that I didn't particularly like about Clickfunnels. Number one, I found it to be buggy. clunky, and it was constantly breaking down. I found that the membership that they built in is a classic example of what I was talking about earlier. You know, they're there to build pages and funnels. The membership is just not really that clever, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like their autoresponder at all. I think it's hideous. And I could go on and on. But essentially, there is another thing I want to mention as well, that you know, you've got to a stage now with ClickFunnels, I believe, where there's so many people using ClickFunnels because there's such a healthy affiliate program behind it, so everybody's promoting it. But the thing is, everywhere you go now, you're seeing pages and you're immediately going, that's a ClickFunnels page. So it's almost like becoming a little bit cookie cutter, and people are losing imagination with their pages. And I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. Now, this is not me slagging off ClickFunnels in any way, shape or form. They perform a very, very good service. You know, they give a great service to certain types of people. I'm just not one of them. I'm not their biggest fan. So having said that, I haven't entirely given up on the all-in-one idea, because I think if enough of the units that are pulled together in an all-in-one system are of a sufficient standard, then it can be worth doing. Purely and simply because sometimes, you know, the effort that you have to go through and the expense of stitching things together to get them to work in a certain way, it can get expensive, time consuming, and quite honestly frustrating. The end will always justify the means, obviously. But if there is an easier solution, I've always got my eyes open to see what it is. And to that end, I've been checking out Kajal of late. And so far, really, really impressed. Again, early impressions are, I think that their memberships, their course delivery, all of that sort of stuff is beautiful. The stuff they're doing with the mobile app right now, absolutely beautiful. I'll do another video on this at another time. I don't get too deeply stuck into Kajabi. But again, for me, just at the moment, the autoresponder is a bit basic, etc., etc. There's no, not yet anyway, there's no ability to calculate taxes and all that sort of stuff, which if you're in the EU is a pretty important thing to have. Now, I know that's coming, but it's not there now. And that's my point. So sometimes you've got to just look at the best tools for your business. What do you need? I mean, if right now I was a business based in America, that would be no issue for me. But I'm not. So it is. So you just have to think carefully and pick according to your business, because, and this is a really big warning, trust me, once you start to build your business in a platform, especially the autoresponder side of things, and you get all of your funnels built out, your pages, it is the biggest headache you could ever imagine to switch again. It really is. So if at all possible, when you start out, you need to try and make sure that you're using tools that obviously on day one you can afford to run, but further on that you'd be happy to stick with when your business grows. It's no good starting your business and finding 3 months into your business or 6 months into your business, the stuff you're using isn't handling it. I mean, that's hideous. And I've been there and I've done that myself, so I talk from personal pain. So, okay, going back to Leadpages and ClickFunnels. Okay, if you really, really want the very best landing page builder out there, in my opinion, right now, I would still say that's Leadpages. If you were just going to ClickFunnels for just their pages, they build beautiful pages. They're a little bit samey now because I've seen a lot of them, but they build beautiful pages. If you were looking for all of the other tools, I would seriously say go somewhere else, buy the separates, put them together. But if it's the pages that are your primary concern, I would say go Leadpages and you will not be disappointed. I hope that's been helpful. I know I waffled on a bit, but there's so much to talk about on this stuff. Make your choice. Let me know what you pick. Let me know how you get on. I'd be really interested to know. And stick around for more videos, which will be coming up thick and fast. Take care. I wish you all the success in the world. Bye for now. Hey, it's Robert here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this, then please subscribe to this channel and come back and see many more. Doing these things all the time. And if you want to know when the next one comes up, click the little bell and you'll get a notification each and every time we've got a new video up there for you to have a look at. And the other thing is, I nearly forgot. If you love everything to do with personal development, business development, and just getting yourself into a peak state, then you're going to want to get over to my free webinar training, which is going to show you exactly the steps to take to overcome any inner barriers that are stopping you from achieving in life and business right now, and exactly what to do to get that put right and start living the life of your dreams, starting right now. Sounds like a tall order? Promise you, you can do this stuff. Get across to my webinar training. The link is in the description below this video. I hope to see you there. And at the very least, I hope that you click the bell. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.